comes to something where it's actually more difficult to set the camera up in bed, I need a tripod. Eek. Hi guys, I'm Shelley, and it's been a while. How are you guys? I haven't picked up the camera in, I don't remember how long. Life happened, illness happened. In the couple of weeks that have gone past since I last saw your lovely faces. I don't see your faces, but you know, since you last saw me. This is going so well already. I've accumulated some books. Most of them from the library. I may have bought one. I may have been sent some by publishers. And I was going to share them with you because I thought you might like to see them. We'll jump straight in with the library ones. The first one being Pivot Point by Kasie West. This was recommended to me by Liz over Liz Books. Liz Reads Books. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names, but I'll link her below. You have a girl named Addie who's in high school, but she's in a high school for people with powers. She's basically an X-Men. They have abilities, and her ability is clairvoyance. And her parents are about to split up. Her mum is going to stay in the compound, and her dad is going to leave and go into the muggle world, the normal world. And she uses her powers to look at both paths and see which is best for her. Look into the future, what do you see? There's a lot of tropes in this. There's a cute boy in both paths. There is the annoying but adorable yet troublesome best friend. But the twist is you get to see both these worlds, so you get to see which she should choose and how she should choose. I have actually read this already. I gave it 3 stars. I liked that it was funny. The relationship between her and her best friend is really quite hilarious. It is a series apparently, but to be honest, I quite liked it as a standalone because it leaves you wanting more. But I don't think I want to read more because I then think it's just going to get silly after that. Next up from the library, I got Miracles from Heaven, Little Girl, Her Journey to Heaven and Her Amazing Story of Healing by Christy Wilson Beam. I believe this is supposed to be a true story. Sorry, glare. I got this on a whim because I saw the trailer. A movie of this is about to come out. It is about a young girl who has a incurable, life-threatening digestive disorder, which is funny enough, looks like the same disorder I have, which is that her stomach doesn't work. But then she falls out of a tree, knocks herself on the head, and is somehow cured by the power of God, apparently. I think I'm going to have a bit of a trouble with that. Kind of worried that it's going to be a bit silly. We'll see, and we'll see if she does actually have the same illness as I do. I'm not completely sure. Then on Liz's recommendation, again, I picked up Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury, the authorised adaptation graphic novel by Tim Hamilton. Now, I've tried to read Fahrenheit 451 a couple of times, and I get lost about 2 or 3 chapters in. And so I thought, oh, hang on, there's a graphic novel, and I might actually make it through it this time. So I'll show you inside what the artwork is like. Let's see if we can find any pictures of fires. Not really. This is the world where firemen purposely light fires. And they light fires to burn books. If you have any books, they will burn them. That is their job. Follows a fireman who starts to question whether this is the right thing to do, to be setting fires instead of putting them out, because they can't actually remember a time where firemen used to put fires out. And the lovely people at Walker Books have sent me 2 books to review. Check your facts there, partially. The first book was actually sent to you by Little Brown, you complete nincompoop. But you know, carry on as normal. And first one is It's Okay to Laugh, Crying is Cruel Too, a memoir about loving madly and letting go by Nora McInerny Purnort. Here it is. It's very pretty actually, I like it. I think this is actually what the published one is going to look like. I hadn't heard of this when it was first sent to me. This is based on Nora's blog. It's a real life story, it's a memoir. I'll read the back a little bit. When Aaron was diagnosed with a rare form of brain cancer, they refused to let it limit their love. They got engaged on Aaron's hospital bed and had a baby boy while he was in chemo. Nora and Aaron packed 50 years of marriage into the 3 they had. spending their time on what really mattered to them. Buffy the Vampire Slayer reruns. Okay, I'm starting to love this book already. Each Other and Beyonce. A few months later, Aaron died in Nora's arms. The wildly creative obituary they wrote during Aaron's hospice care touched the hearts of many. Buffy, Beyonce, and a love story. I can't wait to read this now. This is going to come out on the 24th of May, so I better get a wriggle on, read this, and I will put my review up on Goodreads for you guys. Then Walker also sent me the bright orange and very happy looking Girl Out of Water by Nat Luurtsema. Thing is, I'm a fan of this woman and I cannot pronounce her name. This is a young YA novel, kind of Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging age. I am Lou Brown, social outcast, precocious failure, 5'10" and still growing. This is based on a young girl named Lou who is about to do her Olympic trials in swimming to join the team, and unfortunately she doesn't make it, but her best friend does, and so suddenly she's left without a best friend and without her vocation in life. She has to find something to do. Perfect for fans of Holly Snail and Caitlin Moran. It looks really, really cool. I cannot wait to dive into this. There's the pun. This comes out in early June. This is a proof copy. I believe a young girl is going to be on the front of the published one. Last but oh so very much not least is the book that I bought myself. I haven't actually been physically reading books that much. These ones that I've got will take me a very, very long time to get through because physically reading is quite difficult, so I have been listening to a lot of Audible. I'm kind of hoping to do a video on that soon about the books that I've been listening to and Audible versus reading and narration and all that other stuff. But the latest book that I've started listening to, I've been so excited about. There is a comedian and her name is Susan Calman, and my mum introduced me to her, and she's just brilliant. If you're a fan of Sarah Milligan, you will love this woman, and her book is called Cheer Up Love, Adventures in Depression and the Crab of Hate. It's a look at Susan's life with depression, and you think, oh god, depression is gonna be... I swear to god, this is a hug in a book, and I want to hug it. Listening to the narration Susan does of it is, one, fantastic because she is so emotive in the way she talks, and she's Scottish, so she has the Scottish lilt, which is always a good thing. I'm just slightly in love with her. I wanted to get the physical copy because there are so many bits in this that I want to underline and note. She explains depression, or her particular kind of depression, in a funny way, through stories, through narratives, through ways that you wouldn't have thought of. The bit that I found really kind of, wow, no, that makes sense, is she relates her depression to how many box sets she can get through. If she can get through 7 series of The West Wing without wanting to talk to anybody, just staring at the TV because that's all she can do, then she classes that as depression. Whereas if she just gets through like a series and a half of something quite light and funny, maybe she's not too bad that week. I don't know if I have depression because with ill health, watching TV, 7 series of The West Wing, kind of a thing I do to cope with pain, not just with mental health. But it's very, very intuitive, and it's very open, and it's very inclusive, I think. It really, really is a hug in a book. And funny enough, this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, so I'm kind of reading it at the right time. The publishers have actually done a really cool thing where they've taken little bits of her stand-up tour that talk about sections from this book. They've made a YouTube playlist, so I will link that around here somewhere and down below, so go check that out if you want to, and then you can find out a bit more about Susan. That's all the books, and that was a lot of talking. Wow. Want to talk about any of these books? Hit me up down below, we can have a little latter. How are you guys? I'm losing my voice now. This is good. I'm gonna shut up. But I hope you guys are good. I'm gonna go, hide under all the pile of books, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.